Hi everyone, we're the CapitalNet TV and this is the Capital Calls, your weekly news update. First up, investments globally. Falcon X hits $3.75 billion valuation. FreshBooks lands $130 million. Digital currency trading platform Falcon X hit a valuation of $3.75 billion for its latest funding round, a more than five-fold increase in 5 months. Meanwhile, Toronto-based FreshBooks, a provider of cloud-based accounting software, has raised around $130 million in a fresh funding round at a valuation of $1 billion. Hopin picks up $450 million. Dataiku raises $400 million. London-based virtual conference provider Hopin has raised $450 million in a Series D funding round, led by Arena Holdings and Altimeter Capital. Meanwhile, New York-based Dataiku, an AI platform for enterprises, pulled in $400 million in a Series E investment round, led by Tiger Global. Human Interest raises $200 million ahead of IPO. Full Story fills up with $100 million. Human Interest, a startup that provides employees 401k plans to small and medium-sized businesses, raised up to $200 million in a Series D funding round and hired former Personnel Capital CFO Mike Armsby in preparation for an IPO. The Series D was led by the Rise Fund, TPG's impact investing platform, and joined by SoftBank Vision Fund 2. In other news, Atlanta-based Full Story, a digital experience analytics platform, raised over $100 million in a Series D funding round at a $1.8 billion valuation. AppWorks closes third fund with $150 million for Taiwan and Southeast Asia startups. AppWorks, a Taipei-based venture capital firm focused on Taiwan and Southeast Asia, announced that it has closed an oversubscribed third fund, raising $150 million. AppWorks Fund 3 limited partners include Taiwan Mobile, Axiom Asia Private Capital, Fubon Life, TransGlobe Life, Hongtai Group, Winston, and others. Mushroom-based meat alternative startup Fable Food raises $6.5 million Australian dollars and will launch in US. Sydney, Australia-based Fable Food is the latest plant-based food startup to announce funding. The company, which uses mushroom in its meat alternative, has raised around 6.5 million AUD, which is Australian dollars, which is approximately 4.8 million USD, in a seed round led by Blackbird Ventures, the Australian venture capital firm whose portfolio includes Canva, Culture Amp, and Safety Culture. Doxel raises $40 million from Insight, A16Z, to become the Waze of construction. Doxel, which has developed software that uses computer vision to help track and monitor progress on construction job sites, announced that it has raised $40 million in a Series B funding. Insight Partners led the round, which include participation from backers like Anderson Horowitz and Amplo, which brings startups' total raise to $56.5 million since December 2015. In other news, Leafly going public via SPAC. Meanwhile, Seattle-based Leafly, online cannabis marketplace and content provider, announced that it is going public through planned merger and planned check acquirer Merida Merger Corporation 1. That's it from the Capital Calls Global. Tune in next week for more such weekly updates.